Hello all, Amigato here for Owning in the Garden, and we're going to start over here in the raised bed where the squashes are coming up. Much denser than I really wanted, but not overly dense. If you look right in there, you can actually see one of the pumpkins is peeking its head out. So I'm getting some compaction of the soil that's in there, but not too bad. I have lost quite a few of the lettuces across the back there. Kind of see that. I don't know exactly what's going on. So they are looking a little bit chewed. So I'm thinking I've got, probably the pill bugs are getting at them, which is unfortunate. Back across the back, I have lost quite a few of the cucumbers, which annoys me. Very badly annoys me. But if I do lose them, I'll just plant in some new ones, and we'll come back and try that a second time. Over here, on my last video, at the last, 30 seconds of it, I showed a couple of pictures. So I planted in 2 rows of lettuces. I think that one is those 2 are the arugula closest to the edge, and then a tip burn resistant Grand Rapids varietal. And then down in here, planted in 2 rows of some other varietal. I can't remember exactly which ones. Check out the last 30 seconds of my last video. So in other areas of the bed, these tomatoes are kicking up a little bit, which is just fine. That onion is doing well, at least well enough. I do have these peas here, which I'm not expecting anything to come out of them because it's too blasted hot already. So the weather has been playing all sorts of silly buggers lately. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. And right now we're on hot again. Let's see, it's just after noon, and it's something right around high 70s right now. Decent breeze, but high 70s. And we're expecting 85. So, yeah. You can kind of see there's a pea right there that's been chewed pretty badly. So I need to get down here and spray the neem again. This tomato here needs to be trained up a little bit better. There we go. So that it's more in the actual cage. But other than that, it's doing well. The pepper in behind it, you can see that really lovely blossom right there. And seeing a couple of pepper blossoms also on there. So it's doing well enough. Over here, the various turnips and beets. This one's doing really well. Don't mind the lighter brown color there. We got rained on really, really well yesterday. So, yeah, everything's well watered right now. This one, the turnips, I think this is a dead pot, which, whatever. This one here, little boy decided to get in there and he tore up a bunch of plants. So I have to go through and replant in some of those beets. Blood's bulls or bull's blood or something like that. Might have to do a little bit of weeding in there too. Back here, that bean is ticking along quite nicely. And of course the Indian paintbrush is doing really well, actually, really quite well. As I'm driving around occasionally, a lot of the medians still have haven't been mowed, and you can see entire swaths, like mile-long swaths of paintbrush. So it's really nice. This thingamajigger, some sort of a flower, I know that. I just don't know precisely what kind. And honestly, I don't really care. It's a nice looking plant. It's growing in, and I mean, it's not harming anything. It's in a pot, so yeah. Down here, these aloes, they're surviving. They really do need to be transplanted out, but they're surviving well enough. I've torn down an entire second pallet, and I've got almost enough to actually put together a barrel in half. Hopefully the wind's not cutting too badly here. But I've got enough so that I can cut a barrel in half and get it mounted. I do need to get actual lumber, 4x4 or something similar, something heavy enough so that it can hold up to that pretty well. The tree, the apple, which was Granny Smith, is definitely, you can kind of see here, growing in very, very nicely. Starting to fill out. I don't think I'm going to get any buds this year, which is fine by me. I don't want any flowers. I'd have to pluck them off. But, yeah, it's filling in very nicely. I think I will have to go through and clear some of these lower suckers out. But other than that, it's filling in very nicely. And after I cleared out those first batches of aphids, it's definitely doing much better. No signs of aphids anywhere. And I do mean anywhere. I am still getting snail damage. You're going to see here in a second. Yeah, the potatoes got hit pretty hard. This one, the closer one, got hit with, it got overheated, and it bounced back when watered, but it still, it got hurt hard. So, and then the other one just keeps getting chewed on. I don't know what's doing the chewing. I'm not seeing snail slime. I'm not seeing any real signs of snails in either of the pots. It's just something's chewing on them, and I don't know what. Very, very frustrating. You can kind of see it there. This pot here has a bunch of lavender seeds in it. I have no idea if anything's ever going to come out of that. But, you know, if I get some lavender, I get some lavender. If I don't, I don't. And back here, the blackberry. No ripe fruit yet. You can just see it is covered with just tons of fruit that is ripening up. So I should be getting quite a bit of ripe fruit from this over the next 3 to 4 months. And then we're just going to do the over the fence look. All right. You can kind of see it, all of them, even from here. I got actual Roundup. So the wife had bought some store brand, and it knocked some stuff back on its head, but the actual Roundup has done a significant number on the poison ivy back there. I do need to get back there with a rake it all out, throw it in the trash can, get rid of it for good. But the actual glyphosate, yeah, I know. The company is Monsanto, and Monsanto has gotten in trouble because there's cancer claims about glyphosate. And yes, it is not the best stuff to be using in the garden, but it works. And that's the important thing, especially when it comes to something like poison ivy, where I have to get rid of it as fast as possible. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of it as fast as possible. But otherwise, I'm going to have to clean that thing up and off and just destroy it some more. But you all have yourselves a good one. Stay safe.